If you knew what I've been through, you would be like, girl, is that you? Because I do thank God that I do not look like what I have been through, because I've been through the ringer. From 2022 to 2023, I have been through the ringer. And if you know, you know. It's me. It's me. It's not a ghost. It's me, Nicole Mae Jackson. I have been working on a lot of things. I've been working on myself. I've experienced a lot of hardships in my business. It's been a season of growth for me. It's been a season of learning lessons, and I have been navigating a lot of things to where I have not been on social media. If someone would have told me in October or November of 2023 that this is where I would be at right now in my business, in my life personally, I'll be like, girl, stop playing. Or really what I'm going to say is the things that transpired and happened for me to get to where I am right now, I would be like, yeah, that's definitely not going to happen. That's not me. If I would look back, even if I go back further to the beginning of 2023 and see the people who are with me now and the people who are not, I would be like, yeah, I wouldn't believe that. We all go through seasons of transition and times of transition, and I am in that space. And at first I was not embracing it, I will say that, but I am definitely embracing it now. And that's why I wanted to make sure that I would let people know that when you are going through transition, you gotta keep your faith. Your faith is so important to lean on Him. And this time, it has been so strong with my faith, because at one point in time during that time, I was leaning on somebody else to be able to give me that whisper, that hear from God. And so now it's like I always knew that I had to go to Him directly, but being in this moment, going to Him directly, it's just a whole different feeling. And I would tell anyone who's going through a transition season in your life is to stay still, trust Him, keep your faith, stay in your word, and it's just really important. It's easy to say, I will say it's easy to say, but it is hard to do, because when you're in the midst of it, it just doesn't feel good. But He has let me know all through this time, like, Nicole, I got you. I'm here. I love you. You have other people who love you too. They love you. Like, they love you for you. They love you. You don't have to change. You don't have to be somebody you're not. You don't have to do that. They love you just like I love you. They see you for who you are. They see you how I see you. And I just think that it's really important to trust in Him when you're going through transition, and have trust in the people who are surrounding you as well when you're going through that transition, because you can't share everything with everybody. And so having them there, people you can trust, is really important, along with having God right next to you.
Any regrets?
No, I don't regret nothing. I don't regret anything. Everything that I have experienced and I have done, I know that it is my testimony to be able to share with others. But not even that, it's for me. It's for me. Like, it's my testimony for me to see how faithful God is, and know even more who I really am, and how me trusting Him is everything. So I don't regret nothing. I don't regret anything. I don't regret meeting the people, having the people there, having them leave. I don't regret, all the stuff that the haters continually do. I don't regret, having transition in my business, having transition in my personal life. I don't regret any of it, because it has all made things for the better. Every single aspect. If you knew what I've been through, you would be like, girl, is that you? Because I do thank God that I do not look like what I have been through, because I've been through the ringer. From 2022 to 2023, I have been through the ringer. And if you know, you know. I've been through the ringer. I have. So I'm just thanking God that I don't look like what I've been through, because I look a mess. A hot mess. I have had people who I trusted. I have had people who I thought had my best interest be in my life and assist me in my business, and also assist me in navigating my journey through God, navigating my journey just in general as a person. I think that we all have people in our lives that we depend on and we look up to and we expect certain things out of. And when you start realizing that what you thought you knew from what you experienced with them is something different, it shapes a lot. I experienced loss, experienced a lot of loss, and I'm not saying financially. I lost a lot of myself. I lost a lot of, time. I lost a lot of relationships. I lost, most importantly, though, me trusting Nicole. In my business, I have worked so hard to get to where I am today. And being an entrepreneur is hard in itself. And not only that, just being a woman who loves God, following God, being a wife, being a mother, being a entrepreneur is a lot. And so last time you saw me was in October of last year. I've done a couple of stories here and there, but that's really about it. And the reason why I have decided to not post, not do anything is because I am dealing with a lot of transition in my life. During that time, some of it was what I thought was for the good, and some of it, all of it's for good, because God doesn't do anything to you like my friend, he does it for you. But I experienced a lot of hardships in my business, in my personal life, and so I was just going through a season of transition, finding myself, trusting myself, listening to other people of what their perception of me was or what they thought I should be, not being who, or trusting me and not being who, losing a sense of me. That's what I was doing last year. I was at the end of last year. I started losing a sense of who I am as Nicole. And that went for my business and it went for me personally. I can honestly say I'm going to even go from November of 2023 up until now. He has done a lot for me. Right now, I would say, even in the midst of that too, he is showing me what I don't want and what I do want, who loves me and who does not love me, who is for me, who is not for me, who Nicole really is, and me accepting who I am and not second guessing who I am. And so he has done a lot. He has, saved my life. He has saved my business. He has saved my friendships, some of them. He has saved my marriage. He has saved me. And he has done all that for me. And when I think about it, we always think about the things that we don't have. And I was in a place where I was looking at what I don't have, and I was having expectations for certain people in my life, and I was thinking that, if I have this, everything is going to be okay, and this is what I don't have, and if I do have it, it's going to be good. But what I tell people all the time, the grass is not green on the other side. And when you open your eyes and God removes the scales from your eyes of the things that he has blessed you with, it makes you so much more appreciative of everything that you thought you didn't have, but you actually have it. It's right there in front of you. And for me, he has given me now, I would say, a fresh new start. I feel like everything right now is me rediscovering who Nicole is, thanking him for my husband, thanking him for my children, thanking him for my business, thanking him for removing people out of my life who should not be in my life or who is not aligned with what I have going on, him protecting me. And I will tell you, in the midst of it, none of it feels good. I'm still dealing with some of the aftermath of it. And I think it's just like with life, it just continues, it evolves, and it's just something that you have to know that it's always going to be challenges. It's always going to be something, but it's how you handle it. It's not how you handle it. It's how you look at it. I personally deal or have dealt with rejection really bad. I feel that the things that I needed or I thought I needed, the things that I thought I wanted, I was looking for them in the wrong places. And I feel that I was wanting it so bad and being accepted by someone so bad that I was willing to follow and just lose a sense of who I really am. I think the moment I really started slipping away was when I was isolating myself from my family, is when I really started to like slip away, because I was to the point to where I was depending on just one person. The biggest difference between the Nicole that was 3 months ago and the Nicole now is that I am learning to, no, I'm not learning. I have been loving on myself. I have been, which my friend said, she tired of me taking accountability, but taking accountability, for the things that I have allowed to, and, just being able to be myself and not have to. Even 3 months ago, I wasn't pretending to be someone else. I think that I was being who I thought the world thought I should be, or what I should be projecting. It was me, but it was not authentically Nicole. And I feel that now I'm able to, the Nicole now is being true to herself. The Nicole now is being authentic. The Nicole now is being okay with trying new things. You see this hair. Now, I still love my blonde, okay? I love my blonde. And I'm going back to my blonde, but I wanted more of a natural look because, I wanted to have more of a natural look. But the Nicole then and now is, secure in who she is. And that's still a process. I don't care what people say, you still go through process, but it's still a process. But the Nicole now is trusting God even more than I did before. But the Nicole now is, I would say, more of a, I'm not gonna say happy Nicole, but more, I just feel like it's okay to make mistakes and to be myself. That is how I feel. And back then I felt like, I had to be perfect. I had to, adjust myself accordingly to other people, to people please. And right now, I am not wanting to do that. When I see them pictures pop up on my Google memory of different places of where I was in my life, or like the people who were in my life, it really sickens me. It disgusts me. I'm not gonna even lie. It makes me think like, Nicole, like, what was you thinking? What were you doing? What were you doing with yourself? What were you doing? Like, what was your thought process? Why didn't you wake up and smell the roses then? It makes me feel like, girl, what was you thinking? And it's just so funny because it's crazy how you can really be sucked into something to think that this is what it is. And then when you look, you be like, what was I thinking? And then I will say, even when I look back and even when I think back about certain things, I'm like, what was wrong with me? Like, how did I not see this? I do, but it disgusts me. It really disgusts me to see myself not trusting myself. It disgusted me to see myself want something so bad, and and not, when I say want something, I mean want nothing material, nothing, tangible, wanting a relationship or a rapport, or even trusting that rapport so bad to where you just, everything else is just kind of like, everything else doesn't matter. It's so easy to lose yourself. If you do not have people, genuine people in your life, and you don't have that foundation of knowing who you are, knowing that you are loved no matter what, it's an easy way to get sucked into something or someone to make you believe something that you are that you're not. They will make you believe something that you are not. It's real important to me, especially with my girls, to let them know that they are, loved, and they don't have to look outside of me or their dad for anything else when it comes to love and protection and feeling secure about themselves. And so one thing that I know that I have learned through this process, which is for me, is to, and which I still think I'm a habitual boundary crosser, and I think I am too trusting in people, and by me doing that, it opens up the doors for a lot of things. Somebody came in, messed up my business, messed up my life, and they not only did that, they want to sabotage me. They want to see me fall. They have made me feel as if I am less than who I really am. And God has gifted me a new beginning. He has saved me, my business, my family. And, throughout all of this, I know that I'm loved. I'm loved by my family. I'm loved by my friends, and I love myself. And I love myself to know that, all the stuff that I went through past last year and this year, that, is part of my testimony. And how am I going to share that? How it's going to be, taken? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is that I want to just be released from, feeling like I'm not good enough. And it feels uncomfortable, but it happens. And I'm wanting to be more open in that sense of sharing like my struggles of what I've been going through. What is coming up next? Next, first of all, we have been filming on top of filming. So you can expect season 2 of Sow and Seed podcast, powered by Fashion by Faith. You can expect to see that. You can also expect to see myself more often. What that looks like, you have to stay tuned to see. But, it's more of this is me. Now you still gonna get your girl glammed up. Don't get this twisted. You still gonna see me glammed up, but then you're gonna see more of a authentic side of myself and my journey with God, my journey, being a mom, being a owner of a child placement agency, just being me. I have gotten people to go into my DMs and like, hey, Nicole, you all right? We ain't heard from you. Hey. So, all my supporters, I want to thank them for checking on me. I know everyone loved to see, my posts, especially when I talked about my relationship with God and, just the things that I had going on. So that still will continue. Walking in your truth with God, you gonna gain a lot of people that's not gonna like it. But when it comes to my haters, that's something that comes along with the territory. And I will say that I thank them so much, because the things that they are doing, the things that they continue to do, is pushing me forward. And ever since they have created chaos they thought they created chaos, but everything that they have done to me was for me. And they have really pushed me to another side that I am very thankful for. So, I wanna thank them. I wanna thank them for their continued support. I want to thank them for, doing what they did, because if they didn't do it, if they didn't continue to do, I wouldn't be able to be where I am right now. I thank them, God. I really do. This year is a big year for me. And I know that God has some really amazing things coming up, because when I tell you, even from the beginning of this year to now, it's been a new adventure every month. And so I would tell Nicole, stay buckled up for the ride, because God has some amazing things in store. I would tell future Nicole that you haven't seen nothing yet, that I am so proud of you, and that you are a force to be reckoned with. Keep that. No matter what you do, keep him with you. No matter who leaves you or who stays with you, keep him with you. And trust yourself. Trust yourself. You and Guy, y'all you should have put it on the right part. I pray for you, you pray for me. Lies, the lies, the